I can't say enough about how important transportation is to a community. It completes it.
Honestly, the software is going to be that next step that allows us to take it even further and service more people, more areas, more benefits.
One of the priority projects for Nebraska Department of Transportation was to come out and say we need software across the state for our 60 transit agencies. When our agencies are able to use software, they actually will become more efficient in the processes, in their reporting, tracking their ridership and their drivers, planning of shifts. All of that is just more efficient with software.
Well, technology, I can't say enough about it. It's made us more friendly to people. We can get right to their house and makes everybody much happier.
We started out with one bus and one driver 3 years ago, and now we have 10 vehicles, 14 drivers, 5 counties, and into a new building. So we're pretty excited about our service. One of the things I knew that we had to do in order to continue to grow was to get into some actual scheduling software.
The objective of NDOT's statewide transit technology project is to provide options for transit agencies to select a software option that best suits their needs. There's no one-size-fits-all for technology. So NDOT and our technology consultant team went through the federal procurement process to pre-approve transit technology vendors for the agencies.
It has really made our operations more efficient to be able to communicate with our drivers well, to add that last minute ride, to reduce the mileage because we can really plan out our day better.
People are people and schedules change, and I'm easily able to make those changes accordingly. I've heard a lot of compliments from the drivers where it's just a simple tap of the button.
So we can be any place, anywhere from Sydney, Scottsbluff. We could be in Denver. It's simultaneous, right? When they change something on your schedule, you know it's been changed. We do have quite a few people that work here at the transit that are not computer savvy or anything like that. And boy, they caught up on it so quick.
It's a huge impact. We have saved lots of hours of work that can now be dedicated to really increasing our service. Even a small transit that thinks they don't need it really should try it out. It really does make a difference.
We were able to leverage resources using the CARES Act that was recently passed through Congress. We also used the FTA 5311 program, and the initial startup costs are being funded through the Nebraska Department of Transportation through the CARES funding. We are able to take advantage of the CARES Act for 100% funding of the initial startup year for any transit agency in Nebraska that applies and goes after one of these contracts.
Any assistance we can receive is a huge benefit, brings money back into our economy. It just allows those people their freedom, their mobility, and their ability to get out and be part of the community.
Tri-City Roadrunner, this is Aggie. Can I help you?
We do business as Tri-City Roadrunner within the county of Scottsbluff, Nebraska. We do need a system that allows us to dispatch from one software platform because we have to dispatch differently for our deviated fixed route versus our door-to-door service. Additionally, we have to have the reporting capabilities within the software because we have to report the trips on our fixed route and our deviated trips separately from our curb-to-curb trips for NTD. So we need a pretty robust reporting module as well for that. With the budgets that transit systems run on, a very lean, try to be as efficient as possible. The use of technology is imperative to keep those costs low. It helps you really keep tabs on where your buses are at any given time and make sure you're using your assets to the best of your ability.
Garden County Transportation, this is Amy. How may I help you?
Public transportation has just brought, I think, a part of this community back to life that just didn't have the available resources they needed before. We service everything within our county, and I'd say a 90-mile radius either way. So we go clear to Scottsbluff, clear to North Platte, Sydney.
Right now we're running everything manually on Excel. It's a lot of repetitive typing. It leaves room for a lot of mistakes. We're really looking forward to having transit technology coming in. The software will allow us to make appointments without missing them. I have to literally program everything I do to get the numbers I need for my reporting for state and federal. The transit software takes a lot of that away. I can pull the numbers from the reporting out of the software and drop those numbers in.
We've used the service to go to Scottsbluff to a doctor's appointment. We're so thankful. We think it's a wonderful thing.
Well, it's very, very important. It helps me get back and forth to the doctor's office, and I do a little shopping. Helps me out a lot.
Do my best to champion for public transit because I see that it is a vital part of the community and keeping the community moving, getting people to where they need to go, get groceries, doctors, all those day-to-day things in life that a lot of people take for granted who have access to mobility into a vehicle.
I know that for other transits around Nebraska, they're still on paper, and that's probably what they've been doing and know, but to go from that to being on the computer, it works out so well.
It also helps really our economy because it continues to allow us to take more rides to the local stores, and the need is really there in rural Nebraska. And so it's really important to have that scheduling software in place so that we're making those miles the most efficient that we can do. It really makes a difference and allows your service to grow and be more efficient and provide rides to a larger section of people.
It's a great initiative the state's putting forth. I think it's going to help all the rural transit agencies. I think once some of those who haven't been using technology get on board with it, I think they'll definitely appreciate it and see the benefits.